Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird won't sing, Mama's gonna buy.
There were two brothers living in a neighborhood very close by to one that was blocked off because of flooding and erosion of the houses. No one really ever gave that neighborhood a thought. There was a huge neon fence, the kind you see when you drive by construction, spanning the length of the entrance. A fair amount of pearly gray evergreen trees, and the old wooden and caving houses. There was only one house, though, that stood out from the rest. Every night, at exactly midnight, a light would go on in the house. It would burn brightly for a couple seconds, and just as quickly as it came, it would blow out. Now, the first brother, Tommy, had a room with a window facing the old neighborhood, so he witnessed the light every night. His older brother, Kevin, constantly told him ghost stories and strange ghastly things about the house, but Tommy wasn't afraid. He was simply curious. So one crisp October night, he threw on his overcoat, grabbed his torch, and quickly made his way outside. He hopped the fence and headed towards the house. The only sound was the tapping of his feet on the uneven pavement. When he arrived at the house, he hid in some bushes in front of the big window that overlooked the stairs and a kitchen of sorts. And then he waited. When midnight finally came, he saw the glow of a candle coming downstairs, and then emerged a little girl, only around the age of 12 with long hair. Tommy's eyes grew wide when he realized he could see straight through the girl. The girl laid the candle on a wooden table and sat down, as if waiting. Suddenly, in a black flash of smoke, a man with a knife rushed down the stairs. A scream was heard, and the candle went out. Scared, Tommy turned to leave. As he was walking, he heard footsteps behind him. He sped up, and so did the footsteps. He started jogging. So did whoever was behind him. Finally, he broke into a run, heading for the fence. Then all was black. The next morning, the police had found Tommy's body, crushed in half with entrails hanging out onto the black pavement. His eyes were gouged out, and it seemed he had been dragged by the bloody tracks. Written in blood over him was, "Take this as a warning, don't go in my house." Tommy's brother, grieved and vengeful, decided to go to the house and see what happened. So that night, he went and hid in the same spot Tommy had. The little girl came downstairs and sat. Then came a little boy who sat with her. Kevin grew pale and his eyes widened as he realized that the boy was his brother.